Everybody hands up your pretty hands.
Hello, welcome to Jimothy Listens. My name is Jimothy, and welcome to the first of 3 videos where I am going to be going through my favorite music of the year that has just finished 2023. Today we're looking at my favorite EPs of the year. I'm going to be counting down my top 30 EPs of 2023 and going through why I love them so much. It's a simple premise and we've got a lot of music to get through, so let's dive right in. Starting off with number 30, which comes from underrated Korean pop artist MADDYXP and her EP HAPPYMETAL. This EP has huge personality, a lot of charisma, and some really forward-thinking pop production. And speaking of forward-thinking production, number 29 goes to Australian producer Nina Geraci's 4x4 EP. On this EP, Nina marries the pop and electronic stylings magically with songs that are just as catchy as they are inventive and mind-blowing. Number 28 is going to the SM supergroup Got the Beat for their Stamp On It EP. And I mean, really, with that lineup in your group, I wouldn't expect any less. Coming in at number 27 is Baby Tate's Sexploration the Musical, where with a host of fun and catchy and kind of ridiculous rap bangers, Baby Tate proves that she is one of the most exciting and fun voices in the rap scene at the moment. Up next in spot 26, it is the queen of city pop Yukika with her time-lapse EP. Yukika going out on a high note with this lush collection of city pop covers. To switch up the vibes entirely, number 25 goes to Water Spirit for Eternity. This is a quick punch of hardcore EDM that is as fun and bright and colourful as it is loud and pummeling. Back to K-pop though, for number 24, we have (G)I-DLE's I Feel, which is a very rare occasion of K-pop that actually makes me feel something. This EP is inspiring and affirming and introspective and just a heap of fun along the way. Fun and affirming is also the vibe of the EP in number 23, which is the debut EP of Sydney artist Lara and Andallo, Diamonds and DEJAVU. On this EP, Lara proves herself to be a pop and R&B star to watch out for, as she comes through with slick, sexy bangers that make you think as much as they make you dance. Another EP that'll get you dancing is number 22, which is XG's New DNA. On this EP, they prove their talent in rapping, singing, charisma, but most importantly, just making fun pop rap bangers. In number 21, we have a new trio from Sydney, Gift Exchange, and their debut EP Before the Dust Settles. On this EP, they create their own world through the means of epic, sprawling industrial production and songs that sound like they've come from Concrete Jesus herself. Kicking off the top 20, we have one of my most anticipated releases of the last few years, and that's the debut EP from KO aka Koala, Chef's Kiss. After dropping banger single after banger single for the last 3 years, KO finally comes through with a debut EP, and it does not disappoint. It's got fun pop bops, some outrageous writing, and personality for days. Another debut EP I loved this year is the self-titled EP from Western Sydney rapper Zion Garcia. On this EP, Zion perfectly plants himself in the sweet spot between heady lyricism and just fun club bangers. It's got everything you could want from a hip-hop release. The number 18 spot is going to Japanese multi-talented artist HARU NEMURI. On this new EP, INSAINT, she fully embraces her rock star side with these powerful rock bangers that are full of emotional and passionate vocal deliveries. And speaking of rages, number 17 is going to the Grave Man himself, Cemetery, for his King of the Graveyard EP. Here, Cemetery is kind of making his music a little bit more accessible without losing any of the visceral nature that I love about it. Instead of music to be stabbed in the woods to, it's music to be stabbed in the club to. Coming in at number 16, it is, in my opinion, the most exciting group in K-pop at the moment, NMIXX, with their Expergo EP. On this project, NMIXX prove that they are more than a gimmick, displaying a host of talent over a wide variety of delicious, delectable sounds. It's fun, it's powerful, it's bright, and it continues to just stick it in the face of everyone who was hating on them from their debut. In at number 15, it is my favourite New Sydney Artist of the Year, Cherry Chola, for her EP that I don't really know how I'd say this name, but it's that. This EP is reggaeton if it was made by a sexy fairy. It's fun, it's colourful, and it's just a little bit insane. Fun, colourful danger is also the vibe of number 14, which is Cherry Bullet's Cherry Dash, which is full of the sweetest, cutest, fuzziest little K-pop, but blown up to the size of a building, so each beat shakes the earth. It's like a teddy bear the size of Godzilla. Keeping with the K-pop girl groups, number 13 is going to Billlie for their Billage of Perception Chapter 3 EP. The heinously underrated girl group show off their slightly softer side with swirling synthscapes and lush harmonies. And though I say softer side, it still definitely features the huge banger qualities that we love from Billlie. In at number 12 is one of my favorite artists of all time, Tyler the Creator, who dropped the little deluxe version of his recent Call Me If You Get Lost album, The Estate Sale. And this deluxe offering not only blows the original album out of the water, but sees Tyler kind of draw from his entire career so far to offer up just a serving of banger after banger. It's just pure deliciousness from one of my favorite artists ever. And deliciousness is the vibe for the EP in number 11, which is YURI's Love All. This is 5 tasty tracks with a sugary sweet vibe and delicious vocals throughout. It is literally just dessert in K-pop form. And with that, we are into our top 10 EPs of the year. Coming in at number 10, keeping it with the K-pop, it is CRAXY's XX. They were insane for this. I can't think of another time a K-pop group has broken kayfabe, broken the fourth wall quite like this. Coming through and making an album that is about the hunger and drive that they have to make it in the K-pop industry and their feelings of frustration with being stuck in nugudom. You combine the groundbreaking concept with some of the most insane electronic production I've ever heard from K-pop, and it's a recipe for an unforgettable EP. Leaving nugudom and heading to the exact other end of the scale, coming in at number 9, it is NewJeans with Get Up. While it's the masterful use of every current pop trend that has kind of rocketed them to superstardom this year, for me it's the humble, minimal sound and the engaging story across the EP that keeps these songs at the front of my mind. Coming in at number 8, it is my favourite Australian EP of the year, or kind of mixtape-ish thing. It's Melbourne's Daine with Shapeless. And this is what I've been waiting for from Daine. Daine has been on my radar for a few years now, and I always knew that they had big potential. Though after a slightly underwhelming debut, I wasn't sure exactly when they'd truly realize it. Fortunately, the wait has not been long, as Shapeless is everything I was hoping for. Forward-thinking production is shown across a range of bangers that go from sugary sweet pop tracks to angry screaming into the void. Through this project, Daine explores fame, self, love, identity, and a range of other topics, just stripping themselves bare until they're left with just pure, shapeless consciousness. Leaving Australia, but only barely, we go to number 7, which is from New Zealand's JHL for their Lonely at the Top EP. If Arca and Sophie had a New Zealander child, this is what their angsty teen phase would sound like. JHL belts passionate, emotional ballads over some cosmic, starry, sprawling production that is like comfort food for any fans of the like PC music, Dylan Brady kind of vibe. It's rich, it's raw, and most of all, it shows a ton of potential. Like, this EP is already fantastic on its own, but JHL is so young and shows so much potential that I can't wait to see what they do as they continue to find their own voice. And speaking of finding your own voice, number 6 is Kaizo Slumber's Kaizo Slumber Found Dead in Miami EP. 2023 saw hardcore producer Kaizo Slumber create a new style of music that I had never heard before. Dark, aggressive hardstyle kicks combined with thrashing punk guitars to create a near impenetrable wall of sound. Kaizo finds space in this chaos to vent his issues, screaming them into the noise. But despite the darkness and heaviness on this EP, Kaizo's sense of humor really shines through. There's moments of tongue-in-cheek silliness and straight absurdity that turn this EP into a real roller coaster mindfuck kind of up and down experience. And from there we move into the top 5 EPs of the year, kicking it off at number 5 with K-pop group S. But with which EP they dropped a host of fantastic bangers throughout the year. But for me, it has to be the full group debut they dropped at the start of the year, Assemble. And though I say full group debut, the number of members has since doubled, so, take that as you will. But on this EP, S really nailed down their sound by applying their maximalistic pop production to a range of different archetypes. From low-key dreamy R&B to energetic 80s dance bangers to cosmic, starry, sugary pop goodness, S come through with catchy hooks, delicious melodies, and fantastic performances all round. Plus, just the large amount of people on this thing give the EP a real collective feel and make it feel a part of something bigger. S are in for big things for 2024 and beyond, and I cannot wait to see it. Moving away from South Korea, just over to Japan, my number 4 EP of the year is ATARASHII GAKKO's ICHIJIKIKOKU. I'm never going to nail that pronunciation, am I? Coming through with what is easily one of the most fun listening experiences of the year, merging J-pop with rock, jazz, swing, trap, dance, and tango, among many other things, to create an insane blend. It's explosive, it's unpredictable, and it is completely unique. The strong personality of main vocalist Suzuka is backed up by the sweet tones of the other 3 girls to create songs that are dynamic, elastic, and full to the brim with playful energy. Dynamic and elastic are 2 words I would also use to describe my number 3 EP of the year, that being HOOTF's Life of Us. HOOTF is the new project of Foley and Forget Basement, 2 absolute masters of sound, so of course this EP sounds delicious. And not only is this home to just some insane textures and electronic pop sounds, it is also just relentless fun. Nothing else this year has given me the same feeling as hearing the words, "Wow, I'm fucking dead, Bob Saget. Yeah, this ghost just gave me head, Luigi faggot," over a wealth of bass and tasty electronic madness. Life of Us is just consistently as impressive as it is completely ludicrous. Coming into the top 2 and in the runner-up spot, we have Alice Longyu Gao's second debut EP, Let's Hope Heteros Fail, Learn and Retire. I've been saying it for years, Alice Longyu Gao needs to be a household name. This EP proves her to be one of, if not the most exciting artists alive at the moment. Evolving her hyperpop sound and mixing it with just some blistering metal is a stroke of genius. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, as from the musical theatre opener to the digital sex banger at the end of the EP, this thing is wholly and completely unique. It's insane, it's ridiculous, it's off the walls, but it never feels just weird for weirdness' sake. It's simply an honest expression of an extraordinary human being. Alice is unapologetic for who she is. She knows that she's hot shit. She knows that she's better than the rest of us. And anyone who opposes her can fail, learn, and retire. From there, though, we come to number 1, my favorite EP of 2023. And this is going to be a hard one to explain because it's ICHILLIN's I'm On It. Now, the reality is that this EP is just 5 banger K-pop songs. But there's something about the way the songs fit together that feels like a perfect jigsaw puzzle where the last piece is my brain. If you take any two songs from this EP, they sound completely different, but every different sound on this EP is mirrored across the other tracks in really nice, subtle ways. The teen summer movie feel of the opener kickstart rhymes with the schoolyard feel of Draw, but that track's more laid-back feeling matches the slower approach on Alarm, whose darker, edgier mood leads into the intense closer Siren, where we finally find a partner for the full-bodied electronics of the track Meme. It's a super fun romp where every song bangs on their own, but together they just keep giving each other energy in this endless feedback loop until it's just pure pop perfection. It's dynamic, it's satisfying, and it is completely addictive, which is why it is my favorite EP of 2023. And there you have it. That is my list. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know your favorite EP of the year in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and make sure you subscribe, as my album and my song lists are not far away. But for now, I love you. I hope you have a fantastic day, a fantastic year, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.